There are many denominations that have been existing for hundreds of years, some more than others, that have layers upon layers upon layers of structure and authority channels and all kinds of things that that inhibit and prohibit all reproduction and health and life and empowering and distribution of authority into disciples. You can, if you're stuck in that and you're somewhere in the hierarchy, you can ignore all that and function with a spiritual, relational authority and affect the people around you and distribute Christ's authority. At some point, though, you're going to bump into that ceiling that is the structure. And there will probably be a time when you're pressured to make a choice. Am I going to stay within this institution and live with the boundaries that are there, or do I leave and start something fresh without the boundaries? And I can't tell you what to do. You have to listen to Jesus and do what he says. Can you bring change to this structure? Well, it requires what I said before, a death to yourself, a dying to yourself as an organization. You know, Jesus said, he who clings to his life loses it. He who loses his life for my sake gains. That's true for every institution. If you want your institution to go another 100 years and continue to be relevant, alive, and making an impact, you're going to have to release your life. So that's something that, you know, every structure is different. Sometimes it's the people up at the top of the food chain that need to make these decisions, and it filters down. In other denominations, it's each independent church that has to make those decisions. But truly, I believe transfusion is possible. You know, they say, church planners are good at saying, it's easier to give birth than to raise the dead. And yeah, that's true. I mean, most of us have seen people give birth, maybe not literally, but it's happened. Very few of us have seen anybody raised from the dead. So it is easier to start something new than to change something old. However, I love Christmas and I love Easter. Christmas is about birth, Easter is about resurrection, and we have a God that does both. So I believe resurrection is possible for an established institution, but it takes a miracle, and if you're not willing to have faith for a miracle, it isn't going to happen.